Can a man be reborn professionally and personally after hitting rock bottoms? Where did you find the strength? What did you use to bounce back from that?
I think you've got a choice, haven't you, in those situations? I think you have to make an active decision about, are you gonna bounce back or are you not? I guess it is tougher for guys, and I think that's a whole thing about, this whole male culture, that we don't show our emotions, we don't talk to people, we don't seek help, because I think particularly the generation I'm part of, it just was, that's the way it is. You just, you get on. I think for me, it was a case of, it was always a conscious decision that, when you get kicked down, you've got a choice. You stay down or you get yourself back up. And I think by focusing on getting back up and believing you can get back up, then guess what? You get up, and you get up pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
Right. So much noise even now, right? Around toxic narratives and masculinity. But you were saying, that generational piece for you. And I appreciate you just got back up. But how did you quieten that noise and move through that pain? I mean, bankruptcy, redundancy, that must have been really painful experiences. What was the process for you there? Was it a
Yeah,
challenge?
I think it's tough. It's tough. They're tough situations. I mean, I think particularly the bankruptcy. When I'd always done all right. From the age of 18 and working up to 30. Worked hard, got a fairly good salary, fairly good position by that age. Had my own business. I think the first thing that I did, I had to own it. That actually it was my fault that I was in that position. It was mistakes that I'd made that put me in that position. I think when you take ownership of something, then it makes it a learning experience, but then it does make it a challenge to come back, because you don't want the odd mistake in life or the odd low point to define your whole life. So I think that was probably the driving force. And then there's just self-belief that, I can come back from this, and I can come back stronger and come back as a better person as well.
Wow. That's amazing, Steve. That's such a great answer.